Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Sneak Attack. I'm Reed, your host and game master of this original sci-fi adventure. To my left we have
Ethan,
T,
Chip, and Lucky.
Last time on Sneak Attack, the gang defeated Evig the Eternal, Brax Templar to the god of life and echoic proprietor of the planet of Vöxtur. Did you know that echoic is a word? It is. Google did not spell check me. After Sigart sacrificed himself to destroy the EMP generator, and the gang reunited in the farmhouse, Lucky, along with assistance from a freakishly sized hamster, defeated the tyrant in his true Brax form. What will happen to the citizens of Simbasa and what lies in store for our heroes? Find out right now. How's it going, everybody?
Good.
So, you guys left off in Evig's master suite. The Brax is dead. I believe he had the life choked from him or something like that.
Did anybody call him Evig the Eternal?
Nope, just me.
Okay. I was like, that was new, right? I was like, I didn't miss his title.
Hamster still large?
I'll say for another like 30 seconds.
Okay.
So and also Ethan's ears are large, like
Forever.
Like a Ferengi.
like
Forever?
triple the size that they normally are.
I'm watching a lot of Star
Forever.
Trek.
I'm like Dobby.
You don't know for how long, Ethan.
Okay.
Can you hear better now?
Yes.
It
Can
hurts.
I?
Loud sounds hurt you now.
Can I? I would like to tell Fury, gesture that Evig's body is food now for him.
No way. Not letting that happen.
Ew.
Damn.
I'm interjecting.
Listen, Space Peter's been on me.
I'm not going to let the hamster eat
I don't think letting the hamster
a
eat
Brax
a
who died
Brax
nobly.
is going to get Space PETA off your back.
So, what do you guys do?
I'm going to pick up the body.
Okay.
You're going to ceremoniously bury it somewhere?
We're going to burn this place down.
Okay.
The whole house?
Yeah.
Okay.
So why not leave the body in the house?
I'm going to put it somewhere. It's just laying here in this little...
Leave it in the house. Viking funeral.
Yeah, I
He
will.
built his own tomb.
I lay it on his bed.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
I just want to make sure that this giant rodent doesn't eat it.
That's fine. He shrinks back to normal size.
Should we go downstairs?
I was really hoping you're going to light the place and then remember the bodies in the
No.
basement.
Should we go? I was just thinking, is there anything I want from this house? Oh, freedom for the people. That's
Right.
what I want
The
from
whole
house.
reason we started this quest.
We need to go
defeat Evig.
downstairs and get those echoes unechoed.
Cool.
I am going to take his gun.
You said that last episode.
Okay, good. Yeah. I thought
Mike,
I did.
what
I
a
just want to
buddy.
make sure that it's clear.
Oh, the sword gun.
The
I
sword
do
gun.
lay his body down and take his sword gun.
Great.
His gun sword.
You got it.
It's okay to do that, huh?
Josh
Final
gives it
Fantasy.
back to him just so he can take it again.
8. Okay.
Okay. So I go to the downstairs passageway. Beep boop beep boop boop.
Does anyone follow?
I'll go.
I'm gonna pray over his body real quick.
Okay. Ethan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wander around the house.
Okay. Chip and T, you guys walk up to the bookshelf. You know which book to pull out.
Beep boop beep boop boop.
Punch in the code. The bookshelf descends into the floor, and you begin making your way down this tile staircase into Evig's basement, only to discover that it's eerily silent. There's no sounds of electrical equipment or no hum of a cooling fan or anything like that. The rows of servers and computer equipment are all shut down. The lights are off, save for a faint amber emergency light that's kind of casting an orange hue over the 12 echo chambers which have sprung up from the ground like fresh flowers. You get the impression that Evig must have had some sort of like contingency plan in place that would preserve the citizens encased in their chambers should the power ever fail. So, yeah, that's kind of the scene as you enter the basement.
Okay, that would make sense. Is there a way to turn the power back on?
Well, you know there's at least some emergency power in this space because the chambers are rose.
Yeah.
And there's a emergency light on.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the light.
Okay.
Is there any kind of buttons or anything that seems like I can tinker with this?
Well, if you remember last time, there was like a like a security panel almost.
Yeah.
And there was no like lights or anything on that panel, but you think maybe if the chamber's raised up, you might be able to do something with that.
Okay.
So you walk over to that panel and you kind of flip it open. And however, you were not in the Brack's house. So only Chip would know the sequence to actually get the echoes released from their chamber.
Yes. Chip,
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to get these echoes out of their chambers.
Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
Well, yeah, don't you want to free Martha's husband and all that jazz? Wasn't that the whole purpose of us exploring this basement earlier?
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to the chambers.
Okay.
How many are there?
12.
Okay. I'm gonna look for Martha's husband.
Sure.
Can I find that one?
Yeah, pretty easily.
Okay. Do I notice any of the other ones being people that?
You would recognize George from Neptune's. Probably not recognize anyone else.
Okay. Is there a number on Martha's husband's one? Or are they all kind of?
There's it's not like a number 1 through 12. It's more like a code or some sort of designation. But you know that the designation on the tube matches a set of switches on the panel.
Okay.
So if you just wanted to release him, you could do that.
Okay. I'll walk over to T and put in the code.
Okay. So you remember which buttons to push in which sequence and which switches to flip. And the contents, these liquid contents of the tube, kind of start pouring out of this casing. As you can, smoke starts releasing from the ring at the top. And the glass tube, whereas most echo chambers open from the top, since these were placed in horizontally, these open like from the side, like they open on a hinge going upward and out. Mm-hmm. And you take a look down at Martha's husband, and his eyes still closed. He looks very peaceful. And then all of a sudden, his eyes shoot open and quickly, like, flutter open and closed again. The light is very, very bright, and he starts coughing aggressively and pulls some of the wires and what are those things called? The
Tubes?
No, like the like electrodes that like shoot electrical impulses into your body.
Suction cups.
Yeah, those things. The stuff that keeps it so your muscles don't like deteriorate.
Yes.
He like pulls all those off and sits upright, and water just continues pouring out of this tube.
Okay. I kind of help him up. What is he again?
He's a human.
He's a human?
Yeah.
Okay. Is everything okay? Are you making it... I guess I don't know. Is it like waking up?
He takes big breaths in and looks at you and goes, Chip?
Yeah?
What? Where are we? What are you doing here?
Martha sent me.
Where's Martha?
I think she's still at Neptune's.
He takes a look around and goes, wait, no, I've been here before.
Yeah, it's Evig's house.
Yeah. Where is he? You have to get me out of here.
Yeah, we took care of it.
Took care of it?
Well, Lucky took care of it.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So what's going on?
Well, Evig had you as an echo, but your other body thing was not actually you. It was acting funny. So Martha said to us, hey, my husband's acting funny. Will you do something? And so we came down here and figured this out. And then Evig was suspicious of us. So we had to go deal with him. And now we're back here because we told Martha that we'd fix everything.
Yeah.
It's a lot more to that story than I expected. We were going to the beach, right? Mm-hmm. It feels like a dream.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of was.
You were holding our potatoes.
Yeah. Is that when it happened?
No,
It happened a long time ago.
long
didn't it?
time ago.
But you remember that?
Yeah, it's the weirdest feeling. It's like, have you ever been in a dream that you know is a dream, but you can't wake up from it? It's like you close your eyes really, really tight, and you try and wake yourself up, but when you open your eyes again, it's just you in this fog-like dream state. I remember it, but it's almost like I had no control over myself. Like I couldn't say the things I wanted to say or do the things I wanted to do. There was something stopping me.
Like a memory?
Oh, my memory is a little fuzzy right now. But I remember. I remember.
Well, I remember too.
Who are the rest of these people?
Well, maybe you could help us with that?
Yeah. Are they like me?
We assume so. I mean, this here's George, and she
Sure, like gestures to his
gestures
Yeah.
to George.
He goes, right. Maybe like the pieces are starting to click in his head a little bit. Right. The expansion.
What?
No, George wanted to expand Neptune's and start bringing more people from outside Simbasa onto the planet. We kind of treat it like a tourist, or like a last stop before returning back to the Union.
Yes, a businessman.
Yeah, and so he wanted to expand it a little bit, and he and Evig got in a huge fight about it.
So based on what Martha has said, it sounds like everyone here had a disagreement with Evig, and instead of being an understanding leader, he just forced you to be echoes so he could control you.
Because if he just killed us outright, people would revolt.
Exactly.
Wow. That's messed up.
You married a smart lady
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
because she caught on.
Yeah. She's pretty great.
She's also very nice.
That's what initially attracted me to her. Her to me. Me to her.
Me to her.
I've been unconscious for 3 months. I apologize.
It's okay. I can help with grammar or any math or robot questions. Or titanium.
So his body's like not all up like Evig's was, right? Is it still kind of like atrophied or whatever from...
It certainly was not preserved, what I would call like battle ready.
Yeah.
The way Evig's was, I think, much like these other contingency plans he had in place, he always was prepared for a day like today to come, even though he hoped and it would never actually happen.
Yeah.
I think probably just like minimum life support, life preservation functions.
Gotcha. They're not like starving and like...
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, and just skin and bone.
Yep. He definitely looks weak,
Yeah.
but not like, Christian Bale in The Machinist weak.
Right.
But he kind of like kicks his legs out and puts them down real quick and starts to stand up and realizes he's got no support under him, and he starts to fall. He kind of grabs onto your arm, Chip, and to steady himself. He goes, "Hey, sorry, just give me a minute."
Yeah, of course.
Can we get everyone else out?
I mean,
Do we have a reason not to?
I mean, we can. I mean, these are your town people.
Pretty sure it's the right thing to do.
Well, yeah. Yeah, obviously.
I'll walk over and release the rest of them.
Beep boop boop
Okay.
beep boop boop.
Ethan, what are you looking for upstairs? And don't say something interesting. I'll reach over and strangle the life out of you.
Then you're really gonna be shaken.
I don't know, Reed, tell me something.
A fiery house.
One, I was going to get something to eat.
Okay.
Two, I'm not really looking for anything in particular. I'm just fascinated by Evig's house.
Okay.
We were here for dinner that one night, and I really wanted to see more of it.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
because there's no threat or danger of being caught now.
We just killed a big villain. There's water in the floor, bodies strewn all over the place,
Probably a lot of blood.
and you're raiding the kitchen for food.
Yep.
Okay.
It's pretty on brand.
I know.
Okay, so
I just take a step back.
you kind of start trouncing through the kitchen, and remember there's standing water a couple inches deep that you're just kind of dragging your feet through. Not with any, you're kind of more shuffling than anything. And you you walk up to the fridge and throw it open, and inside is like a perfectly crafted sandwich. Was like whoever made it was about to eat it before everything went down.
Yeah.
So it's
That was his leaving sandwich. He was gonna eat that on the road.
His last meal.
Last meal, yeah.
His leaving sandwich.
That's what they're called, right?
Don't mind
lunch.
if I do.
Okay. You reach in and snag that sandwich.
All right.
You kind
Can I
of
carry it with me while I just
Sure.
walk? Okay.
yeah. You turn and kind of kick the door shut with your foot and continue just trouncing through the water, munching on the sandwich. And as you round the table where you found Chip's body, and like collapsed on the floor, face partially submerged in this water, is a Praetorian. And you kind of just like put your foot over him, kind of just avoid him as best you can while just kind of being grossed out by the whole
Better
scene.
not grab me.
And as you walk past, you feel something reach out and grab your ankle.
My sandwich.
I freak out and throw the sandwich.
You throw the sandwich? Oh no!
Because it totally scares me.
Sure. You that's fine. You throw the sandwich, the plate shatters on the floor,
Did you get a bite of it at least?
Yeah.
and you look down and you see one of the, you wouldn't know this, but it was one of the guards that was kind of hauling Chip around while he was outside the cathedral. He looks up at you. He looks like he can barely breathe. Like even all of his functions are failing or have failed entirely. And he looks up. He goes, "Is it over?"
Yes. And I like slowly, I'm reaching down for my gun. My blaster.
He lets go of your pant leg and holds up his hand. He goes, "No. Don't do that." Kind of like what Mike did.
Slowly started putting his head back in the water.
We're 0 for 1 on that.
That's the episode that just released. So if you're just like, no. Don't do that.
That was so great.
Oh, Michael.
He goes, I'm with him, but I never supported him. Not recently, anyways. Please don't kill me.
Okay, tell me more.
What do you... And he kind of throws himself over, so he's lying on his back. He goes, What do you want to know? I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Well, what do you mean by until recently?
Well, I mean exactly what I said. When we came here, it was under the promise of rebuilding our planet. Ours was taken from us, destroyed from the inside out, and we came here to start over.
Wait, you're a Brax too?
Yeah,
Where's your body?
in the cathedral.
Where?
You guys escaped through the tunnels, right?
Uh-huh.
You walked past my body in one of those oversized coffins. That's where my tube's at.
Are there more of you?
He kind of tries to like lift his head up as much as he can, but the weight is just immense on his shoulders and on his neck. And he kind of looks at all the other Praetorian bodies sprawled across the floor. He goes, "There probably were. Seems unlikely that there are any others. If the power failed for an extended period of time, they're probably gone."
You didn't have backup power?
Not to those tubes. Those were the earliest chambers we ever put on this planet. And once the Avernax refused to go in, we could never get back in for repairs or for modifications. So, will you mind helping? He kind of reaches his hand out.
I'm cautious, but I'll help him.
Sure, okay. And he just wants to sit upright.
Yeah.
And he puts his hands up and grabs
get a
your
better
gun,
aim.
shoots you in the face.
Let me grab you by the gun.
You wish you didn't drop that sandwich.
He sits down, just big breaths in and out. Thank you. And he kind of has his knees propped up and his arms are resting on top of him. He goes, "No, when we had this idea that We could do more for this planet and to rebuild if we extended our lives. Our organic bodies are only good for a couple hundred years at most. But we knew this would be a longer project than that. So we turned ourselves into echoes, put us in the cathedral where no one could find us, except Evig. He was very adamant about displaying his. But the rest of us, to not freak people out, we put ours in the catacombs underneath the cathedral. Then, when we turned on the Avernax, they wouldn't go in. Something was stopping them.
What are the Avernax?
They're just robots Evig came up with. You've been in the basement, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all those servers down there, they run the Avernax. They're our security system, really.
Cameras?
Yeah, cameras, one in each eye, and the antennas counteract his EMP.
I see. Was he acting strange recently? Evig?
I'd say for the last 5 years or so.
Do you have any idea as to why?
I think he didn't see enough return on this idea. We made incredible strides, by the way. And we created a community that was free of greed and corruption. And by all accounts, we were doing a really great job. But over time, I don't know, he grew. He lacked complacence. He was such a malcontent. He just kept thinking, what do we have in the 413 people in this city now that you four are here? And he just said, that's not enough. That's not enough. We're never going to rebuild with these numbers. And we all kept saying, Evig, we're doing great work. It's not going to happen overnight. And these communities, they need time to grow organically. But he kept trying to force it. And he kept having dreams of expanding this idea outside of Vöxtur. But I don't know. I think that idea corrupted his mind, and then he started behaving aggressively and erratically, and then he started swapping out citizens, and no one was for that. That was the time where we knew something was going to happen. Something needed to change.
If he was planning expansion outside of Vöxtur, then he had a means to leave.
Well, he could leave anytime he wanted.
But he had a ship?
He has dozens of ships.
But to expand, was he going to take others with him?
No offense to anyone who's here, anyone who's come. I'm big fans of this community. Honestly, I'm very proud of the work I've done here for the most part. The people who've landed on Vöxtur, they're not the people you want to start a new civilization with.
So
they're followers.
He was going to start over.
I think he was going to leave Vöxtur to its fate, but when your guys' ship crashed, that's what sent him over the edge. Because all of these years of planning, all of these years of ideas and visions of the future and a call from God, he couldn't accomplish it just with the people here. But when your Brax friend showed up, another Templar, and then your robot friend, a robot with no restrictions, free will, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And I think he saw an opportunity for expansion through shared beliefs. And if he could get your Brax buddy on board, I think that was his play.
I see. Can I calm Lucky?
Yes, only Chip does not have comms.
Lucky.
Yes.
There's another Echo up here who's a Brax, like yourself. He was one of Evig's guards. He's still alive. Perhaps you and he should talk?
Where is his body?
He says that it's in one of the coffins below the cathedral.
The cathedral exploded.
Was he? He wasn't with us. No, you were.
Yeah.
You were down there. In the basement. When we were down there, in the basement.
Yes.
Do you remember the ornate coffins?
Yes.
They
are there.
His tube is in one of those.
The coffins
Yes.
are their echo chambers.
Yes.
Very well. I will finish up here and come speak to this Brax.
Okay. Lucky, you explain to me like what exactly you're doing with his body. Is it more ceremonial or
Ceremonial.
Okay.
I set up some incense and kind of crossed his arms, basically.
Okay.
Leaving his
his hollow shield?
his hollow shield gauntlet or whatever on him.
Okay.
Not taking that. And just offering up a prayer to Aurelia.
Okay. So in the traditional Brax fashion, you clasp his top two hands, intertwine his fingers, and put them on his chest. The bottom two remain open, palms up at his side. And it's kind of a Brax belief is it's welcoming the afterlife,
Yeah.
almost greeting it with open arms, so to speak. And so you prepare his body that way. And when you feel satisfied that you've presented him appropriately, you walk out and join Ethan and this Praetorian Echo fellow. Let's jump back downstairs real quick. We'll say that if you want to, you can have all 12 chambers up and open.
Okay.
Okay. So one by one, you kind of go to each individual, help bring them back to reality, so to speak. Remind them, just reinforce everything's okay. No one's hurt, no one's dying. This is a good thing that they're coming back.
T is not good at this.
Sure, reassurance, not your strong suit.
Nope.
No. But you're trying your best, darn it. And
Just stating facts.
we'll say, T, that you have the luxury of releasing George's echo chamber.
Hello.
He sits up and his green beard is just drenched with this kind of more viscous liquid that was filling the inside of this tube. And he kind of wrings it out real quick. And from the beard, he takes some glasses and he puts it on his eyes and he looks at you and goes, "Hello, T,
Yes, that's me.
from my bar."
Yes, that's me.
He breathes in, coughs, heavily spits up some of this fluid, goes, "Oh, I'm sorry about that."
It is fine. It's natural.
So it is. I think I understand what's going on here, and I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like my speech?
I would love it.
Hello, you are alive. You are an echo. Your body should be fine. If you need any additional assistance, please do not come find me. I cannot help you past this. Have a wonderful evening. Although I would like to say that if you do need assistance in anything, I can help you. I just am not good at this. Okay.
I'm in the corner, like, with the most dumbfounded look, like, watching her. I'm just like,
he starts laughing to himself, and he kicks his legs out and stands up, and actually stands pretty solidly.
Yeah.
And
Because he's a real man. Unlike the three of you.
and
fair enough.
he goes,
I'm a Brax.
"I'm a Brax."
Hey, guys. I'm a brag.
I'm a real bride.
So
So that only applies to Dan.
I assume Evig is dead.
Yes, Lucky killed him very badly. I mean, it's subjective, really, so it doesn't matter. But he killed him.
Successfully ended his life.
Yes, it is very over.
I'm not a spiteful man. Gave that up years ago, but I feel like he deserved that.
Logically, yes, he definitely deserved it.
He kind of puts his hand out and asks for, I mean, you're very short, but I think it's more like a gesture, like ask for your help, like pulling him off the ledge. Very dainty almost.
Daintily, but
Sure.
also trying to be a strong and confident
Sure.
little ardent, put my hand out.
And you kind of you do the thing where you kind of like just grasp fingertips,
Yes.
like curl, and then you with your other hand you wrap around his and then pull with all your and he stands up and
Do
sways
they
back and
accidentally embrace?
what?
Do they accidentally
no.
embrace? Oh.
Not going to force this.
This isn't a YA novel.
Yeah.
What do you think we are?
And they fall into the ground.
They fall back into the tube together.
And it closes.
And then I drop it into the ground.
What a
They'll
wingman.
need some time.
Couldn't be
like
a wingman.
Fifth
Lady in the
Element
water.
reference.
It's like Lady in the
Like
water.
Lady
They're
in the
just
Water.
entangled in one another.
Or the Fifth Element.
Ooh, the better
Is
reference.
that Lady
Thank
in
you.
the Water or is that Shape of Water?
Shape of Water.
shit.
Lady in the Water is not
Lady
right.
in the Water is M. Night
That
Shyamalan.
terrible M. Night Shyamalan movie. That one guy is
Like, I'm
super
pretty
buff with
sure-
one arm and a leaf.
What's Paul Giamatti
That's
got to do with
immediately
this?
the buff guy is the
Apparently,
first
I
thing
sound
that
like
think
Paul
of.
Giamatti, so I think it makes all the sense in the world.
Oh my
I
god.
love that guy.
That's our fifth Paul Giamatti reference. So, no, you pull him up, and he stands up and kind of sways back and forth before planting himself, and he looks down and says, "T,
George.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're we'll be sure to refund you forever all the time you spent at Neptune's."
Oh, no need. Anything for you, George. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, man.
All right.
So much cringe.
Oh, I'd like to see you do better, Brax.
Hey, Lucky's already married with kids.
Okay. So Lucky.
How'd that happen?
Woof.
Lucky, you go over to the Echo, the remaining Echo, and by this point, Ethan's like sat him up at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Got him something to drink. Obviously, this guy's been through a lot lately, and he's sitting down next to Ethan, and you kind of walk into the dining room, and you see the empty Echo chamber that's partially destroyed and spilled its contents out onto the floor, kind of sitting behind this dinner table. You just kind of shake your head and sit down at the table across from this guy.
You are a Brax.
I am. Yeah.
What is your true name?
He kind of laughs to himself, says, "I haven't used this name in so long. It's Jantal."
Gentle. I am Lukasht Frakracht.
It sounds good hearing it again.
Good. How many Brax are left?
And he kind of like looks around the room. He goes, "I would guess none."
Then your body is still somewhere beneath the cathedral.
Yeah, I believe so.
Is there a chance to recover it?
I think as long as I'm, alive here talking to you, there's still a chance. I don't know how much time I have, or if, there's systems failing on my pod. I don't know.
Then we should try to recover it as quickly as possible.
That would be nice. Thank you. And
Lucky's getting up to kind of prepare to go.
sure.
And he stops and he goes, Gentle. This place, Vöxtur, the echoes, this cannot happen again.
I didn't want it to happen in the first place.
Very good. Evig's ideals should die with him.
He feels really conflicted saying this. Like he wants to choose his words carefully because he doesn't want to make you mad. But he goes, Evig, he had good intentions. No one believed him, or no one wanted to listen to him back on Curtin Kale. And we all suffered for it. Have you even been to the Helios system?
Yes,
It's not the same.
I wouldn't know.
That's the problem. That's what he was trying to undo. And
You cannot undo the past.
no. I don't think he or any of us were ever foolish enough to think you could undo the past, but we did genuinely desire a better future.
If you have access to eternal life, there is no future. There's nothing to be gained if nothing can be lost.
Yeah. We cut corners.
I want to know more about our history. I want to know if you can tell me.
It would be my honor to share our history with you.
For all his faults, Evig, he died like a Brax.
He starts getting a little choked up. Love him or hate him at this point, this is a guy that he'd kind of pledged hundreds of years of his life to.
Yeah.
His ideals, his mission.
Yeah.
And he doesn't respond. He just kind of silently nods at you as you can tell that he's starting to get choked up.
And Lucky's going to make his way toward the cathedral.
Okay. So he'll follow you.
Deciding not to burn the house for now.
Okay. He will follow you. Ethan, are you accompanying?
I think I want to go in the hangar. I'm
Sure.
really interested how many ships there are in here.
Sure. And we'll say that Chip and T remain in the basement just assisting for the time. This is a lengthy process getting all dozen of them out.
Well, we have a lot of therapy to provide, and I'm not good at it.
We're all struggling here.
The most empathetic person
I'm
down
picturing
there doesn't
T
have
doing therapy, and it's pretty great.
Yeah.
They don't call it tea-therapy.
blood. Wow.
I'll be here all night.
I'm imagining the Calvin and Hobbes comic where he's got a booth and a sign that says "a swift kick in the butt, 5 cents or like $5."
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Okay. So, Lucky, you and Gentle, you step out into outside into this moon's lit night. I say moons because there are multiple moons. And you see hundreds, maybe thousands of Avernaks collapsed on the ground all around you, along with the bodies of a couple dozen townfolk. Other Simbasa citizens are out in the streets. They've left their homes. They're kind of walking, looking around at all the carnage. Some of them are crying, collapsed in a heap, unable to process what's going on. Others are almost laughing through tears, as if the portion of their brain that controls this logic, this emotional processing is just
broke.
kind of shut down. And
Traumatized.
yeah. And most are just walking dead-eyed house to house like zombies.
So it's probably a fair guess that any of the bodies that are down, since they're not the people that were in his house, are likely OG settlers.
I wouldn't.
Or like really old.
I don't think you would know that for sure.
Okay.
You might have that impression, but I don't. There's nothing on them that would like verify that thought process.
There could be other chambers.
Could be.
Okay.
And so these people are just kind of moving like zombies. They're checking to see if the people they've lived their lives with have somehow survived this ordeal, or if they're gone too. And as you move further down the main road towards the ruins of the cathedral, someone shouts out from a distance. They're like, "Hey, those are the ones who burned down the Numani shop.
What?
That guy over there.
Burned it down.
Yeah, he killed Dia. Probably did all this too."
I look around. Is he pointing at somebody else?
Pointing at you.
Excuse me, you are mistaken.
And out of nowhere, this crowd starts to form around you. It starts to create this impassable barrier, so to speak. And this crowd kind of similar to when you left the cathedral, you saw them all like in a
Right.
similar sort of scenario. And they all come up and they start like pointing at you to the Praetorian, because they all identify him as one of Evig's companions.
Right.
It's like, do you know what this guy did? And Gentle, he kind of puts his hands up. He goes, "It is not what you think. Luxtacht is not guilty of these crimes." And at this part, you see Martha shove her way forward into this mob, and she sees you, Lucky, and silently, like she doesn't like scream anything, but she just looks at you and like She's conveying like concern in her face.
He looks at her and nods his head, kind of gently, like.
She takes a big breath in, and she kind of like points past you a little bit.
I look past me.
It's towards Evig's house.
Oh, yeah. He nods his head.
And she just slips out of the crowd and takes off running.
Do I have a chance to speak to the crowd?
Absolutely. Fire
Okay.
away.
Good people of Vöxtur, Evig has been manipulating you. The magnetic field surrounding Vöxtur was manufactured. It was created.
You start to hear murmurs, people talking to each other, whispering to their neighbors side by side. Like, someone shouts out, like, they're just like, what are you talking about?
I am certain there are several of you who have noticed a family member has collapsed. A friend, perhaps. And perhaps you have discovered that their body was an echo. Evig was taking anyone who had an argument with him, disagreed, capturing them in a chamber and replacing them with an echo of their own body.
At this point, the crowd builds into a fever pitch. People are, it's turning into a real mob scene here. Everyone's clamoring. No one believes you. But Gental, he puts his hands up again. He goes, the Brax speaks truth. Evig, in his eyes, he closes his eyes very heavily. He goes, along with myself, used echoes to impersonate your loved ones when they did not comply with Evig's demands. At this point, big gasp, shocks all over the circle, all over this community. It's only a couple dozen people, but it feels you feel surrounded, like it's a whole mob for all you know. And the crowd starts building up, getting unruly again.
I take out the gun sword.
Okay,
And I flip it into the gun, and I shoot it into the air.
sure.
And then I flip it into the sword and stab it in the ground.
Oh, I love it.
And I go, Evig is dead.
And immediately the crowd, silent.
I slew him like a Brax, because that's who he was. The magnetic field has been destroyed. Sagart destroyed it himself.
Rip in pieces.
It is because of his sacrifice that this world is free. My companions and I are still assessing what is left. If you would wait for at least an evening, gather your things and your family members.
Someone, this same voice shouts from the back, goes, who are you? You come in here, you say you kill our leader, and now you're in charge? The crowd starts building back up again, murmuring and everything like that, and you can tell that they're getting a little restless.
We gotta get out.
Do I need to roll a persuasion?
Absolutely, you can.
Roll initiative because you're about to fight.
They're all dead. I killed them.
Be gone.
The women and the children.
They're animals.
The purge starts now.
All right.
Feels good.
You gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm going to say, you want me to say what I'm going to say first or roll and then?
Say what you're going to say first, then roll.
Okay.
Because it's always funnier that way.
All right.
I love the impassioned speech and then like a 3.
Yeah. Those are
Who's
always
ready
great.
to catch
Feels
these
good.
hands?
Please, I am not trying to assert authority. But if we give in to fear and anger, there will only be chaos and more will get hurt.
Okay.
Please. Natural 20.
Why is it always in moments like this?
the right time.
Yeah.
I get natty 20s at
The
the
Lord
exact
hath
right
smiled
time.
upon him.
All right. Everyone else just goes, this guy makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
We should listen.
Yeah,
He's our leader now.
him.
They all bow.
Lucky.
They bow. Oh,
Lucky.
yes. No.
Lucky.
No, they are surrounded by a bunch of corpses, so they're not going to just,
I
But
went
it's
off
not
this
exciting,
planet
yeah.
immediately.
Okay. you've thoroughly convinced them that that you mean them no harm, and that something was definitely afoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, we will attempt to convene once again at the ruins of the cathedral
At dawn.
at dawn
There we go.
in the morning.
Fair enough. Everyone seems satisfied. Obviously, I think there's a collective understanding that a lot of stuff has gone down.
Yeah.
No one really has a firm grasp on it yet, and only because of your persuasion do they understand that freaking out doesn't actually help anything. So they're not happy about it, but they understand the necessity for patience.
Yeah.
And so they all return back to their homes.
I mean, Gental said as well that these people are their followers,
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah, exactly. There's not a super shining star among them, leader wise.
That's going to step up and be like, no,
Right.
I am in charge.
You know, people of Simbasa, you know me. No one's going to take that mantle.
Jerry, who saved your dog? Who helped you learn how to throw a baseball?
So you and Jantal, you make your way to the ruins of the cathedral, and this place is leveled. I mean, it's small stones just piled on top of each other.
Would it be better?
You should have gone in the back way.
Well, but at the same time, clearing it out from that way would just be bringing more debris down. Like, I'm not sure that there is like a, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, would it be better to go the back way?
Pincer move, attack it from both sides.
Yeah.
Shoot another missile at it. Clear the debris out.
That's right.
Trying to think what's the best way to do this. Gental,
Yes.
what would be the most efficient way?
Look how he got past that one.
Beat the system.
Clear out this cathedral.
Probably a pincer maneuver, attack it from both sides.
Would a montage work?
A montage.
Play some heavy Brax music with drums and then,
Yeah, but a bunch of war drums.
Yeah, we're wiping sweat and we're bonding over.
You're in you're in an A tank top, just like got a pickaxe out. You look like Zoolander, and we'll say that you crossed that bridge in a short while.
Sure.
That's fine. Ethan, I want to jump back to you, and then we're going to wrap this thing up.
yeah.
You start exploring back in the hangar, and roll me a investigation. And I'm going to let you roll with advantage because you've got all the time in the world, and you kind of have a decent grasp on how this place is laid out.
Well,
13 and a 7.
Okay, that's okay. So you notice that this place is kind of an automated repair factory, as well as it's not manufacturing, but it's like if they need to assemble more tractors or more farm equipment to go out into the fields, this is where it happens.
Okay.
And it's kind of, you notice as you're walking around, it's this conveyor belt and this assembly line is almost in this big U shape. And you kind of take a step back and you look at the whole thing. You're like, man, that makes no sense. It starts on one side and then it ends like, I don't know, 15 meters to the left, but instead it makes this big, huge arc all the way around.
Yeah.
And as you're kind of staring at this vacancy in this U shape, you notice that the floor is like, it's like a different kind of metal material. It's almost look like it's like vinyl planking tile that's like been slapped together.
Like it's covering something up?
Perhaps. Ooh. And at the
It's got a false bottom.
at the start of this the start of this assembly line, there's a panel that you feel like controls like the speed the conveyor belt moves, and probably some of the robots and some of the automated machines that are moving pieces around onto this conveyor belt. But then there's like a T-bar thruster stick. And you're just like, this doesn't make any sense as to why it would be here.
Does there any markings, any labels?
Nope.
I engage it.
Okay, you kind of like turn this key and the whole system comes back online. It shut down after the EMP went off. Mm-hmm. But it comes back online now that the Avernacs are shut down. And you throw this little T-bar forward and the whole ground feels like it starts shaking underneath you. And this big metal planked assembly piece kind of starts collapsing like an accordion, pulling towards you, revealing this circular deck underneath the factory, and all these lights start lighting up underneath, and you see, you kind of like poke your head down underneath and see under this factory floor, and there are like a dozen ships of all different sizes that are in what look to be pristine flying condition down here.
You could fly any of those.
12 chances, am I right?
One of them's gonna work. And that is where we're gonna end this week's episode.
Somebody's learning to fly today.
Looking for a sky to save me.
Flies off.
So thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. It's super interesting because we're at this point now where, I mean, like, the Evig arc is over for all intents and purposes, but now we're dealing with the aftermath and what that means. And so it's fun to kind of see like what everyone decides to do now that everything, all the cards are out on the table.
The idea that like an ancient Brax is still alive is so like exciting for Lucky.
Anyone who's interested in it.
But like in a weird way, because he doesn't like that they like skipped out on life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, anywho, if you enjoyed this week's episode, you can let us know. We have a couple social platforms, Twitter and Instagram. We are at Sneak Podcast on both those. If you liked what you heard, you can definitely drop us a line there. Let us know. You can shoot us an email, or you can go to our website. There's a place to fill out a form which goes to our email. I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job lately of responding to emails that come in. Not to humble brag or anything, but like I'm pretty satisfied about it. So if you have something to say, that is an avenue. Also, podcast reviews we certainly appreciate. If you listen on like iTunes or Podcast Addict or Stitcher or any of those places, you can normally review the show, and the reviews help a lot because they increase our placements and all these and all the lists and like these subgenre things. It just makes us easier to find, which ultimately increases the chances of people discovering the show. And so if you like the show and you want to share it with people, that is one way to contribute. Speaking of contributions, we would be remiss if we did not include Star Warrior, our boy, who contributed this amazing music you're hearing right now underneath my voice. Help set the tone for this synthwavy sci-fi volume 2 experience that we're going on. So super appreciate working with Star Warrior. If you like his stuff, which honestly you'd be crazy not to, go check out his SoundCloud. There's a link in the description of this week's episode. Go shoot him some love on Twitter at SWTunes. He's just a super good dude, super great to work with, and he makes dope music. So it was really a blast to be able to collaborate with him. Also, some of our favorite people in the world are our patrons over at patreon.com/sneak. Thank you guys for contributing to the show, for saying, yes, I want to support collaborative storytelling. It's such a different type of creative storytelling outlet, and it's super great to have an audience of people who say, yes, I like this, I like what you're doing, and I want to see it continue. So every dollar that gets contributed to the Patreon goes to make the show even better. We super appreciate that, just your guys' support in helping grow this podcast and make it everything the best it can be. If you are not a patron but you want to be, you can go to patreon.com/sneak. There's a link in the episode description, and there's a whole bunch of different extra bonus things that you can get access to. There are things like bonus podcasts with Josh and myself.
Yeah.
There are DM notes. So every month I release DM notes for the episodes that came out, so you can kind of see the planning process that went into it. And when season 2 is done, I'm going to do like a whole big dump of all my notes, because there's a bunch of stuff that no one has seen yet because it would be too spoilery. So I'm going to put all that stuff out there. There is monthly art in the form of postcards from Mike's designed them. I've written them. They're super fun. Live stream Q&As with the cast. There's all these different things. Oh, and you can even play D&D with me. I'll DM a game for the patrons. It's a super fun opportunity, and it's been a blast every single session we've had so far. So if any of that stuff sounds good, definitely go to patreon.com/sneak to check out all the offerings. And if you're feeling like contributing, that would just mean the world. So that's going to do it for this week's episode of Sneak Attack. My name is Reed. I'm the host and game master of this original sci-fi adventure. To my left, we have...
Can you take me higher?
Scott, what's his name of Creed, apparently.
This is George Neptune.
Whoa.
Chip?
I can't think of anything creative. Lucky.
Thank you for listening, everybody.